Investment destinations. How about Cambodia? It was Asia's second fastest growing economy in 2007, but it's also Asia's second poorest. The likes of Jim Rogers and Mark Faber are interested in investing. And our next guest runs a $100 million fund investing in Cambodia. Leopard Capital has said that it expects a 25% internal rate of return over the next 10 years. Some pretty big numbers. Thomas Hugger is Executive Director at Leopard Capital, and he joins us today from Singapore. Thomas, great to see you. So you made your first investment in Cambodia, $4 million initial investment in a Siem Reap property project.
It's a property development project, yes. We are going to build 250 apartments, low-rise condominiums, and we are targeting the high net market there in Siem Reap.
Now, the founder of your fund is projecting a return of more than 60% for this project. That's 3 times the internal rate for private equity investments. How is that possible?
It's possible because we can pre-sell these apartments. So on day one, when they're coming, the potential or the buyers, they have to deposit it. We don't need any bank loans, and that's why the returns are very high. Additionally, we were able to buy the land at a very cheap price, and we were going as a first step. We're going to build in the infrastructure, and that will propel the land price already before we start building the condominiums.
Yeah, and Thomas, are the best investments in Cambodia right now in real estate?
You know, normally real estate is, or property prices is the first thing. If a market really starts to take off, property prices is one of the first indicator. And that's why we are very bullish about property prices in Cambodia in general. And that's one of our sector we want to invest in.
And Thomas, what other projects are you looking at right now? Because your fund says it will invest in property, as you mentioned, tourism, agriculture, and even financial. So what's the next move?
Probably the next move will be another sector. It will be in agriculture. Because agriculture prices, as everybody's talking about, are going through the roof. We want to invest in agriculture, buying farmland or investing in farmland and planting rice or rubber. The third one, the third investment we are currently looking at is in finance, and especially we are looking to take a nice stake in a bank, a pre-IPO stake that we will be hopefully exiting then through the stock exchange, which should come on go on live on 09/09/09 next year.
Okay, yeah, and let's talk about the, I guess, the building of the stock exchange in Cambodia, which will come online hopefully in 2009. How does that change the investment tactic in Cambodia? Does it?
Of course, it will change because there's no stock market. People have no idea what stocks are yet. They are not used to it, and that will certainly have a big change and also have a big impact because especially foreign investors will look at it. They will realize, oh, there's Cambodia. Because we are so puzzled that the international investors, they are not coming to Cambodia because Cambodia has everything investors are actually looking for. You know, has natural resources, gas, oil, agriculture, mining, has cheap and young labor force, and has big tourist attractions.
Okay, and Thomas, isn't the tactic then to get into these, I guess, pre-listing companies before they actually list on the exchange to make profit off of them? And which names would you look at?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, the big return you make before when you get into a company before it lists, and then hopefully get out when it's listing. There you really make the nice return for our investors. One of the names we are looking certainly is the leading bank in Cambodia. It's Aklida Bank. They started as microfinance lending and now are diversifying also into commercial lending. And it's very well run. It's owned by some international DFIs and also by the Asian Development Bank.
Okay, Thomas, we have 30 seconds left here, but I quickly want to ask you this question because some investors are hesitant to invest in Cambodia since it is still a frontier market and one of the most corrupt according to some global studies. So tell me about the risk and return of investing in Cambodia.
I think, honestly speaking, if you today invest in our fund, probably the downside is less than when you invest into, let's say, UBS or Citigroup. because I mean, the economy is so low, there's not much further downside, and it has all the things Cambodia in order to grow in the future.
Okay, Thomas, good luck with your projects. Thomas Hugger.